Hello and welcome to the Way of the Mystic podcast. This week we're going to be talking about manifesting and how to get over the obstacle of time. So many of us are trying to manifest things. We are working towards our goals, our dreams, our desires. We're following everything that we are told to do. We are visualizing, we are affirming, we are writing everything down and wondering why it's not turning up immediately. The main problem is time. And we all know this. We all know that it takes time to get from what we're dreaming to what we want. Sometimes it can happen in a short space of time, but sometimes it takes a long time. Now, it depends on what it is that you are after, what it is that you are dreaming for, what it is you are asking to manifest, whether in your mind you believe it is big or small. The reason is time is such a problem in this dimension is because density. So you could instantly become a millionaire. You could instantly have the perfect partner, body, home, or anything else that you can dream of in the etheric realm, in your mind, in your visualizations, because the frequency is lighter, it is higher. You can literally blink your eyes and you could be in your mind living the perfect dream life you could ever want. Everything that you could wish to materialize can pop up in a flash, and you could be encased and surrounded by everything that you've ever wanted. And you could almost, if you keep going over and over and over it, make it feel like it is real. And that is what we are told to do when we are manifesting. And that is exactly right. The manifesting process, by visualizing, by getting every detail of the outcome of what it is that you want, is what is going to get you to where you are. The problem with time, and also the good part of the time, is it gives you that buffer. It gives you a chance to refine and keep working and keep visualizing and honing in on exactly what you want. Or if you change your mind, again, time is that buffer that gives you a chance to pull back, reassess, and move in a new direction. Now, the reason that we can instantly manifest what we want in our minds, but we can't in physical reality, is the fact that the frequency levels are so different. So in the mind, your frequency is high. It's in the etheric. It's in such a light state. But whereas when you're working with the physical reality, everything is a lower frequency, is a higher density, everything is more compact, and it takes time to move that physical density. The other key problem with manifesting and how to overcome the time obstacle is the power of your intent. Now, when you are desperate for something and it's not showing up and you feel like you're using all of your emotions, everything that you have, every ounce of you is screaming for this thing that you want. Normally, when you are that desperate and you are that holding on to this idea, quite often you are wanting it in exactly a certain way. You're so desperate for it that your blocks, it's showing you how blocked you are. If you can want to manifest a parking space, these things are easy done because you don't desperately want it. Now, when I'm talking about the power of intent, I'm not talking about your desperation. I'm not talking about just intensity of emotions or feeling. What we're talking about and breaking down here is your personal power. So within alchemy, all alchemists are interested in when you're working with inner alchemy is the absorption and reabsorption of energy. So that is reclaiming all the energy that we put out, every emotional outburst, every emotional, whether it be good, bad, or anything at all, you put out an emotional outburst. And that's how people read each other. These frequencies that we send out is our emotions. So when you're healing someone, if you're a healer or you have healing done, you feel the energy coming through. You can feel, sometimes you can feel the healer's hands on one end of the body when they're actually on another end. And it's all to do with energy, but that is not the healer's energy. They're not sending their personal energy to you. They are drawing in energy from the universe. So when you are manifesting, if you are in a desperate state, if you are in a low frequency state, your personal energy, your personal power is low. So what you are putting out, even if you are screaming for it, begging for it, crying for it, it is going to take a long time to come because it's almost like a little puff of air. It's not going anywhere. It's so low in frequency and intensity on the actual personal power scale of things, that it is going to take a long time to actually make a difference. Whereas if you are working on yourself, you're having healing or doing self-healing, you're surrounded by crystals, you have music, and you're working on all the things that we've been working on this month to do to accelerate your ascension, to raise your vibration, to live a good physical life, and you are well connected to the spiritual realm and the celestial realm, and these are the things that you're doing, and your personal power, your personal energy is working. You've come over your karmic blocks. All these things are raising your power. And so when you're sending out your manifestation, your idea, your cosmic order, it is easier to get what you want at a quicker rate, because the power of what you are sending out, like when you are doing healing, instead of just being a small amount of your energy coming out, it is coming out through source. The higher your intensity, the higher your personal power. I don't just mean energy in the physical sense, but in the energetic sense, the easier it is and the faster it is to come. So next week we are going to be talking about how we're going to build up our personal power. So I will go through some of the alchemist versions of what we can do, some of the energy healing versions of what we can do, and just give you a few tips and tools that you can take away instantly and try. But when you are manifesting next, when you are dreaming, goal setting or planning or putting something out that you want into the world, think about how you're feeling. Are you desperate? Are you of a low power or a high power? Are you working on yourself energetically? How do you think your frequency is feeling? And always keep in mind that time is a buffer, and it gives you the option to completely fine tune everything that it is that you want. And it also gives you the option if you need to change it in any way. So if you're liking what it is that you're trying to order, keep going over it, perfect it, feel like it's real in your mind, because just because it's in your mind doesn't mean it's not real. Scientifically, they've proven that athletes, when they do something, they pretend that they're running in their mind, the body has the same physical and chemical reactions as if they are actually physically running it. So each time you go over that thought in your mind, your body and your physical body is actually believing that this is reality. And if you keep going for it, it will become reality. But the more energetic power you can put behind it, not high emotion, not high desperation, but energetic power, is what is going to draw it forward to you faster. Anyway, if you have any questions, or you have tried alchemy, or you're trying energy healing or anything like that to raise your vibrations, and you are having success with manifesting, or you're not having success with manifesting, let us know, share your experiences, and we can talk and discuss anything else you have to ask. See you soon.